This is the Global Economic Commodities Scrap Metal and Recycling Report by our Bentley Roll-Off Trailer and Gondola Trailer, March 29, 2021. U.S. weekly crude steel production fell to 1.753 million tons. Utilization fell to 77.3%. Steel shortages and record high prices are not bringing on a lot of higher production as in 2008. WTI crude oil price rose to $64.48 a barrel on concerns over the Suez Canal blockage, but trending down for a third week in a row on COVID's global resurgence. The U.S. oil rig count rose to 324, but still down 79.9% from 2014's high as higher prices and higher demand bring on more rigs. U.S. weekly crude oil production rose to 11.00 million barrels per day, the highest in months on the recovery from bad weather and higher prices. Scrap steel number 1 HMS export buying price Philly fell to $330 a gross ton on good demand but great supply. Scrap steel number 1 HMS was steady at $411.67 a gross ton, with downward price pressure due to good demand and the same great supply. Hot-rolled coil steel rose to 66.17 per hundredweight off the record price hit during the week on steel shortages. Even higher prices are expected. Copper price fell to $4.08 a pound, remaining high. It was lower on U.S.-China political concerns, but high on China's major growth. Aluminum price rose to $1.02 a pound, a multi-year high on supply concerns, and as China considers release of government stockpiles to lower prices. U.S. February sales of single-family homes fell 18.2% to 775,000 annualized, the lowest in 9 months. They were hurt by adverse weather, short supply, higher prices, and higher interest rates. U.S. February manufactured durable goods orders fell 1.1%, the first decline in 10 months, as vehicles, computers, fabricated metals led the decline. The global computer chip shortage is causing vehicle shortages. U.S. March IHS Manufacturing Index rose to 59, the second fastest since April 2010, but showed the most severe disruptions on record. New business accelerated, the sharpest since June 2014. U.S. fourth quarter growth GDP was revised higher to 4.3%, with the full year still down 3.5%. Note the slow 1.3 to 2.7% growth after Q1 2018, an average of 2.2%, and that's pre-COVID. 2021 total year is forecasted to be 6.5% by the Federal Reserve. U.S. weekly initial jobless claims fell to 684,000, the lowest since the pandemic started. Claims are expected to fall further on federal stimulus and vaccinations, but COVID's resurgence remains a concern. March consumer sentiment was revised higher to 84.9, a one-year high. People welcomed the third relief checks and great vaccination progress. This is the largest increase since May 2013. Wall Street's Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 445 points to 33,073, a record high on the Federal Reserve removing some bank restrictions and on continued positive reopening economic data. We just hit 6 years of bringing you this report 51 weeks a year. My thanks to the Bentley team, especially Tiffany Lucas, our producer and creative director, for making this happen. Also to my wife for putting up with me on working during the weekend to make this happen as well. As always, feel free to call or email me with any questions, and we hope all have a safe and profitable week.